William Butler, a 28-year-old teacher from Indiana, founded the Louisville High School, which attracted students from local families. He is known for his strict discipline, and he served as the Ward's family tutor. So, William Ward, a 50-year-old boy from the school, on November 1st, 1853, William brought chestnuts into the classroom during the 5-minute recess before Butler's French class, violating school rules. Ward distributed the chestnuts to other students, but denied eating any during class. William admitted bringing the chestnuts, but insisted that they were handed out before class. Butler punished one student for eating in class, but excused another, who was new and unfamiliar with the rule. However, Butler accused Ward of eating during class, called him a liar, and administered a whooping, a common disciplinary action at the time. After the punishment, William took his hat and left the school. He informed his brother Matthew of the incident as their parents were out of town that evening. On November 2nd, 1853, Ward's parents, along with Robert Ward Jr., returned around 9 a.m. Matthew informed his father of his intention to confront Butler at the school, and his father offered to accompany him. Robert Sr. later testified that Matthew was determined to compel Butler to a proper apology in front of the school. Earlier that morning, Matthew had purchased a pair of pistols. His mother insisted that Robert Jr., known to carry a bowie knife, accompany him, though she was unaware of the pistols. This precaution stemmed from a previous altercation with another teacher. Around 9:30 a.m., the Ward family servant arrived at the school to collect textbooks and escort their fourth brother, Victor, home by 10 a.m. Matthew and his brother arrived at the school. Matthew, already enraged, greeted Butler with hostility, calling him a damn scoundrel and a coward. Scoundrel and a coward, which led to a physical altercation. During the struggle, Matthew drew his pistol and shot Butler. Robert Jr. brandished his knife, threatening the students and another teacher. The brothers fled, although Robert briefly returned to retrieve the murder weapon. Students attempted to help Butler home, but he was too ill to be removed that far. They instead took him to a relative's house and called a doctor. Butler died early on November 3rd, 1853. Following the incident, the sheriff arrested Matthew and Robert Jr. for Butler's murder. His death sparked outrage in Louisiana. Not Louisiana, I'm sorry, Louisville. Butler was a very popular within the community, and the Wards were a wealthy family. The world's attorney requested to change the venue from Jefferson County to Harlan County, citing base coverage of Louisville newspapers. In February 1854, the brothers were transferred to a Harding County jail, and the case received widespread media attention across the United States. The trial began in April 1854. The prosecution was represented by four attorneys, while the defense included 18. 18? 18 attorneys? Child. The jury selection process was contentious, with 64 men summoned before 12 were chosen. The jury instructed the jury to consider only manslaughter or acquittal for Matthew, excluding murder as a charge. Robert was tried as an accomplice. Matthew, who had arrived to court on crutches due to a rheumatic condition, did not use them at the time of the shooting. Persecution witnesses included 13 of the 40 boys present during the incident. They testified that Matthew was not in danger from Butler and none saw Butler strike Matthew. They suggested that Butler might have raised his arm to deflect a push from Matthew, but agreed that Matthew kept his right hand on his coat pocket until he drew the pistol. One witness mentioned being prepared to intervene with tongs is necessary. I want to go back to where uh, when you go to court, they want, the judge to have sympathy on you. So they will tell you to act like this, walk like this, or have different things to act like something's wrong with you. Like, I don't know if the guys ever seen the Harvey Weinstein trial, where first day, well, you see him partying, he has no crutches, no nothing. But when he goes to court, you will see him with like a walker. That's kind of like this. But I don't know if this man really had something wrong with him, but they faked the condition to try to get like a lesser sentence or a non-assistance at all. But this man, he did the school shooting, but he didn't have his crutches. So what the hell? The defense sought to undermine the prosecution's witness, alleged that the other teacher had influenced their testimonies. The defense argued that Robert Jr.'s account was the most credible, with Robert claiming that Butler had struck Matthew just before he shot. Character witness for the defense included James Guthrie, and a carpenter named Barlow testified that Butler had admitted to striking Matthews. However, the doctor who treated Butler disagreed with Barlow's account, and Barlow admitted under cross examination that he had not been paid by the wards. On April 26, 1854, both Matthews and Roberts were acquitted. That evening, the crowd gathered outside the vacant ward mansion. Some threw stones, breaking windows in a conservatory, and burned if effigies of the brothers on the porch, which caught fire. The blaze was quickly extinguished, causing only minor damage. Mm. The trial occurred during a period of shifting attitudes towards firearms in the United States. While many states outside of the South prohibited public carrying of guns, Kentucky had generally resisted such regulations. Viewing them as infringements on their rights to bear arms, the trial garnered more attention than the murder itself and faced widespread condemnation, especially in abolitionists and those outside the South. Critics decreed the verdict, highlighting what they perceived as the South's violent nature and legal system, with one newspaper remarking, "An act that would have hung him in Massachusetts is justified in Kentucky." God damn. You know, I I guess they're trying to call it self-defense, but my opinion, I don't think this was self-defense. I think this was premeditated, and he killed the man for putting the paws on the brother. Tell me what you guys think below. Was this school shooting justified, or could it have just been in the wind? Let me know in the comments below. But hell, what do I know? I'm just a talking head. Have a great day, YouTube.